the proceedings up to this point have made clear, with him being released not just from criminal, we saw earlier in the summer, right? He held that vigil outside of the Baltimore processing office. He was released from criminal custody. He has conditions with which he needs to comply. Um, Now he's been released from ICE custody. They could still put a supervision program on him, check-ins, report dates, carry a GPS tracker. That remains to be seen if that will happen. But my understanding is that the government cannot play this game of rearrest, re-release, re-detention, and just keep spinning this ad infinitum. So as long as he does stay that way, I don't see, until something changes in the case. If his behavior doesn't change, then something in the case would have to change to warrant them to lawfully re-detain him. So I think if Kilmar tried to make a renewed petition for asylum, if the government goes back to court, I think the judge might run into that theory, or Kilmar might run into that theory, and the judge may ask Kilmar to show cause why the judge shouldn't just defer to their prior ruling that asylum is not on the table, and then just wait for the appeals court to make its decision on the appeal of that. So it will be interesting, but I do see some trouble with just making a fresh argument after a prior one has been denied. It would certainly need to be substantially different from what has already been refused. Given the current posture, if you're the government, you don't want to risk him getting asylum, because if he gets asylum, that's permanent, like we discussed. So you'd probably want to make a very narrow filing so that the whole thing isn't reopened. It's just that one issue. And then, of course, the judge can make a ruling. I'm sure Kilmar would oppose that, but that's the easy way for the government to avoid that, would be to narrowly tailor your filing so that the entire kit and caboodle is not reopened. If it's what we would call global reopening, it would not be limited just to the fear-based claim. It would be anything else, like getting status through a citizen spouse. Yes. To say that President Trump has direct influence, probably not, but could he step in and say, this is how you're going to handle this? Yep. And that's not something he could do with an Article 3 judge. He can't go to Judge Sinis and say, I put you on the bench, you're gonna rule this way, because she has lifetime appointment. And if she says, I'm not doing it, he couldn't then fire her. The most he could do was bring an impeachment action, and good luck with that, impeaching a federal judge. That's not going to go anywhere.